I don't think that lighting is good right there. Might want to put it back there. See, he done started the thing without getting the lighting right. Hey,
it's
y'all.
always me, ain't it?
Right.
Hey, Gene, what's going on? We getting ready. We'll talk to you in about 30 minutes.
Scoot it over there.
You know what?
We coming.
You should have been eating. You should have been fixing your light.
What you talking about? I did have a fixing you one. Hey, y'all. You know,
I'm trying to get everybody.
You got to share
join. No, I'm not yet. I'm about to start sharing now.
So hey, happy Wednesday! If you see us sitting here on a Wednesday around 8 o'clock ish, you know that it is time for Live with T and Q.
Absolutely.
And I know y'all like, wait a minute, T, why you got all these rollers in your head? Well, I was trying to make dinner, get ready for the show. I had a class, a certification class that I was working on. I've been pretty busy today. So I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl, I'm going to put the rollers in my hair. Mm-hmm. And then I'll
Which she did, and I told her she looks really good like that. Like
I look really good with rollers in my hair.
Yeah, it's fashion. I mean,
it is not fashion.
You can turn it into whatever you want.
No, you
guys,
cannot.
Today is going to be an amazingly special show. Today's special guest is going to be singer-songwriter Gene Noble. He's going to be telling us.
Hey, Gene.
He's going to be telling us about his journey in the music industry. We're going to talk about his song Matching Tattoos. He's going to be joining us at 8:30.
That's one of my favorite songs.
At this point, about 20-something minutes, he's going to be joining us. And yeah, we're going to talk about everything that's going on in the world. We're going to check in and see what y'all been doing with your stimulus checks.
Man.
Yes.
I did some good stuff with my stimulus check. What did y'all do? I think the second round of stimulus checks, like if you were getting a check, you got that today. So if you got another stimulus check, well, not another. If you didn't get the stimulus deposit last Wednesday, you should have gotten a check today. So check your mail. Don't be throwing it away acting like it's junk mail, because you know y'all like to go in there and start throwing all the stuff away, and it's gonna be wrapped up in that damn mail.
But people know that they know the difference between a government check. First of all, because it comes in a smaller envelope.
It's a blue. I wonder if these are blue, because I remember Social Security.
It comes in a smaller envelope and it's blue. Yes, because I had an issue last time with mine, and I had to request a paper check, and they sent it to me in a paper check, and it was real little, and it was blue, and that thing cashed real quick.
Oh.
Yeah, I did the little mobile upload. It was available immediately.
Because
they know the government don't mess around.
I know that's right. The government be like, whatever. You think you can get that in there?
Let's see.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna have an amazing show. We got some things to talk about. Of course, don't be messing my curls up, Q. Now, you do what you do now. Shit now, okay? Now, shit.
You ain't never had that. That was called the flossy dog back in the day.
What?
That's what my mother and grandmother, that's when the kids used to play in their hair. They used to call it the flossy dog. Yes.
That is dumb.
What did y'all call it back in the day when y'all used to play in y'all's people's hair?
Playing in your people's hair? That's what you called it.
No. To everybody out there that is tuned in, please go ahead and share this. Share. I'm going to go ahead and do a little sharing myself.
Y'all see these curls? So let me go ahead and let y'all know right now. If you see these curls, your girl got her some hair, baby. I've been waiting to get me some hair. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to get me some hair. So not only did I get me some hair, I created my own hair line. So you'll be able to order fully starting April 1st. But you can go ahead and order now. So if you like to wear this hair bounce, swing, and swirl, you can get your own.
You can order some wine and some hair and some candles.
All at the same time.
To go along with your book.
Baby, look, it's going to be a whole
T is doing it, ain't she?
Because I don't want to go back. Yeah. Somebody might be watching. So yeah, I'm just trying to make other streams of income. Right. I want other streams of income. So because my kids like shit, and I don't know where they get that from, but they like stuff. So
I wonder who their mother is.
I don't know. That's what somebody else keeps saying. I wonder who their mother is.
And where did their mother get it from?
My mom, I guess.
Miss Berry likes shit.
Yeah, she likes. Oh my God, do she? Woo, she does. So welcome to the show, guys.
She's ready now.
Now I'm ready. We got that out the way. Great show today. We gotta talk, of course, the never-ending Derrick Jackson fiasco.
Yeah.
It's not going to end anytime soon. Every day is updates developing. Every day is something else new. I gotta tell you guys about what he did recently. Q, what you gotta talk about? What else?
What is going on in the headlines? So this is the one that I wanted to start off with.
Okay.
And I wanted to start off with this one because I want to see if you guys get where I'm going with this.
Okay, yeah, he wouldn't tell me before.
The headline states,
mm-hmm.
Police arrest a man that goes into the grocery store
mm-hmm.
with 5 guns.
Mm-hmm.
Stories developing.
You're not talking about the guy who just shot up the 10 people?
No, I'm not talking about. So today in Atlantic Station here
that was in here.
No, today in Atlantic Station there was a guy who went into the grocery store. It's a grocery store here, Publix, with 5 guns, 3 long arm rifles, and then like 2 pistols. Went into the bathroom and they called the cops.
Who called the cops?
The store people. They
saw him?
Yeah, they saw him and they called. So, this is another thing. They brought the paramedics because the paramedics, they wanted to see what was going on, if there was something going on related to mental health. So, with those few details that I have just given you guys, I want you to put in the comment box, where do you think I'm going with this? They didn't show any pictures, nor did they share a name.
Okay.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
That he's white? Of course he was white. We didn't know. The fact that he wasn't shot and killed tells us that he was white. The fact that they went ahead and called the paramedics first lets us know that he's not white. That he's white.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of things to let us know that he's white, and he was arrested without incident. That is the telltale sign that he is white.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is what's going on. All these people that have done stuff, from the guy shooting up the store the other day.
In Colorado, right?
In Colorado,
yeah.
From him killing 10 people. And not only did he kill 10 people, he killed one elderly man before he even walked in the store. Okay, so you got him, and you got the other guy shooting up the Asian massage parlors last week.
Yeah.
And then the guy a few years ago that was arrested for killing all the people in the black church, all arrested without incident.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate, and it's just like, when is this going to change? I don't think it will.
It won't.
Well, what else is going on in the world? Because we've now moved on from that.
It's ridiculous.
Well, allegedly, the Biden administration is urging the Supreme Court to let cops enter homes and seize guns without warrants.
Now, who you think, although he may have been having kind of the right idea, who do you think that's going to affect?
That's going to target us, just like
it's going to target us the most.
Just like back when Clinton, was doing that thing that ended up putting, I guess it was like the war on drugs or something like that, and it ended up putting so many pretty much innocent black men or black men that were just trying to support their families. It ended up putting them in jail for years and years. So definitely watch out for that. Pay attention to CNN and what's going on.
We don't need that. First of all, if there's any bill that we need to strike that Biden is trying to do, that is one. That is not going to turn out good for us. It's only going to make us another target. And and then now, because they're letting them because they're so scared, you're kind of letting them shoot without incident now. Just shoot now. Because the thing will be, we didn't know what was going to happen. We were looking for guns. Because we were looking for guns, we were expecting guns to be present. So we had to shoot.
And then what's going to happen after they shot without incident?
Of course.
And it comes time for the trial. What's going to happen is now all of a sudden they're going to pull up this record. Not necessarily record, but they're going to pull up the history of the deceased person. And the deceased person's now going to be on trial for some shit that had nothing to do with the police entering your house and trying to seize a gun and killing you in the process.
And that's normally how it is. Anyway, they always put the deceased on trial when it comes to the police officers. They always pull their record. They always try to find some mugshot. They always find somebody or something that puts a bad image on that person of some sort for them to justify why this could have or should have happened.
It's foolish.
It's BS. It's all BS.
Speaking of some BS, a fight recently broke out in the Atlanta airport. In the airport. There were 3 teams that were traveling. I'm not going to say they were traveling on Spirit Airlines, but chances are they could have been. So what happened is one of the teams left their ID, and they were in... I guess they probably felt like they were about to miss their flight because they probably got up in there late. Okay. So what ended up happening was that person, although they did not have their ID, they still tried to go through security. Well, as you guys know, TSA they got the dogs out there. They got 5711 security guards and cops around the airport. So this is not about to happen, especially not in Atlanta. So what ended up happening was the team tried to get through, like, any means necessary.
Because that's what they think they can do.
Yeah, that's what they think they can do. And what ended up happening, that guard, the cop or whatever, tackled that ass.
Was he black?
Probably
I'm sure he was.
But
and from Atlanta.
The security guard or the cop was white. The officer was Caucasian.
Oh,
what did he end up doing?
What?
Tased the shit out of him.
Did he?
He did. Because, like, they were getting into it, like, he was trying to go through, and
because ain't nobody got time for that.
You know Atlanta Airport is not like that. Like, it's not their fault that you lost your IDs, and everybody has a job to, they have a job to do, and you can't go through any airport, not even just Atlanta, without your ID. But when you
That's what I'm talking about, these kids, I'm telling you, these kids get on my nerves, so entitled. I'm going through it, I'm going through, period.
Yep.
You can't do that, little boy.
Speaking of stupid ass people, Miami Beach is now extending their state of emergency due to rowdy spring breakers. So over the last couple of weeks, the weather's been good. You know, people are out of school. They're taking advantage of their spring breaks.
Right.
So what they end up doing is they went down there. You know, it's a lot of people gathering. People are gathering without masks on. People are, you know, doing just a lot of stuff. You know, causing fights. They're walking out on tabs and things like that. So, yeah, at this point, it's like 1,000 people that have been arrested over the course of spring break over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, they're about to extend the state of emergency so that more people cannot come to that place.
To Miami.
Yeah, don't come.
So don't go to Miami.
Nope, not at all.
I'm telling you, people right now are just they're just doing whatever. It's kind of like that dogs have been pent up for a year out to rip and run. Like they're going to be all over the place doing everything they can, trying to get all this energy released. So we can expect some craziness in the next few months because people are literally just like being released, quote unquote, if that's such a thing. Like it's a mess.
And as people are coming off of lockdown, they are planning more trips. Okay. But just to let y'all know, for those of you who want to honor family traditions, yearly traditions, annual traditions, and take your family to Disneyland, Disney World, anything Disney, guess what? You can, but when y'all get on that roller coaster, they keep your damn mouth shut.
Why?
Because they're enforcing a no scream policy. You cannot scream because your scream might put out saliva, little spurts of spit or whatever.
So how you gonna do that? How you gonna stop?
I guess you're not.
You can't stop from yelling. You cannot stop from yelling. Period.
No, you can't. So guess who won't be on a roller coaster this year? How are you gonna tell me I can't yell? If I feel a yell in my spirit, I'm not gonna hold it in. Are you?
First of all, I don't do
that's dumb.
I ain't going to that. See, I'm just gonna stay home. I had the right idea. I'm gonna stay home, fix up my backyard, and be there all summer long. I'm just doing projects now, one thing at a time. So all I have to do is walk in the back with a drink and just be relaxed for the rest of the day.
I think you should. If y'all want to come on over and help us, nail up a fence or do some stuff. I need somebody to come help me put together my grill. You want to help me put together my grill?
You want me to watch you put your grill together, you said?
And I said, I want you to come drill my grill while I sit there and tell you how to do it.
Oh, you said come watch you put your grill. Yeah, I'll come over there and watch you put your grill. You got some apple crown vanilla over here?
I absolutely do not, but I need you to come over there or you won't be invited to any cookouts this summer.
Number one, I will be invited to the cookout first. regardless if I drill the grill or not. Let's just be clear. All this flirting you doing for these people right here, you can just stop, okay? Because I'm gonna be there. I don't know why he trying to act like y'all don't let Q fool y'all. I will be wherever. It ain't no big deal. He gonna grill the grill, put the food on the grill, and I'm gonna be there chilling. You know what? I want to go back. I'm gonna come back to your house like I did last summer, right after my birthday, so you can cook me breakfast in the morning.
She popped up and said, "I'm in the area."
I did.
And I think you were you coming to look at this house?
No, not yet. I didn't buy the house till no, I don't know why I was over there.
But it was still warm outside though.
It was right after my birthday because I had just got my car for my birthday.
Oh yeah,
yep.
So it definitely was nice outside. Yeah, she called and said you got some brown liquor and some bacon. Bacon and potatoes. But
it was good. Raheem was there. Hi, Raheem. It was so good.
Yeah, so I had to whip it up real quick.
So whenever Q tell y'all what he ain't finna do, he's lying. Okay?
I'm not lying. I'm not a liar. I just don't tell the whole truth.
Which is the same.
Okay,
Derek Jackson.
I omit
Derek Jackson.
About the situation.
You know, lying and omitting shit is called the new DJ now. You Derek Jackson.
I'm Jackson.
Jacksonin. Oh, that's a good one. I like Jackson.
Or Derek Jackin.
Oh, Derek Jackin. I like that too. Yeah. Hey, can we adopt that? So now, anytime you lie, anything in a relationship, especially you Derek Jackin. Have y'all gotten enough of that yet?
When you're lying in a relationship, you're now Derek Jackin. Now, why?
Or when you cheat.
Because is it about the cheat, or is it more in a relationship? Because people could lie in relationships about finances. They could lie about, hey, you look beautiful today, knowing damn well you look busted. Like, what part of the lie is a Derek Jackson? Okay,
when you misrepresent what you're doing. When you lie, when you cheat, or you fake, when you misrepresent yourself, it's called Derek Jacking, because you're jacking something. So when you misrepresent yourself in any situation, you are now Derek Jacking, especially in the relationship. Especially, I'm telling y'all, in relationships. I mean, people have just been going bananas. I did a live, was it Monday? As soon as a couple of stories broke, I think the first video he did by himself broke, and then he turned around and did one with the wife in the hat.
Bonnet.
And I had to talk about that. So, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because y'all, there's more developments to come. But this is what I will do. Mm-hmm. This is what I will talk to y'all about, because we have two groups of people now. People who are like F. Derek Jackson, now I don't believe relationship people at all, yada, yada, yada. Then you got this group of Derek Jackson, just a saint who's a sinner. Now he's changing his life, and you guys have no right to judge and all this. I mean, those are the two extremes. And I'm like, come on, y'all. Like, I can go with anybody changing if it's sincere.
Okay.
But the way you know it's not sincere for him is because there's no humility. When you do something and God is really bringing you around and he's really changing your spirit, there's humility. You're calming down, you're relaxing, you're not continuing to put yourself out in the forefront, you're not continuing to try to explain and do this video and that video and put yourself out there and continue to market it. You're like, you know what? You say that one thing that you said and you let God do the rest.
Yeah.
So not only that, he has put out a video
after the one with him and his wife, right?
So this video, the one I sent you?
Of him looking at
them as a couple and then giving advice to you all about this couple that you're seeing.
It's not him.
And third party. And then goes on to tell you guys that y'all could throw him away, but what he suggests y'all do is extend humility and grace.
Which you didn't do.
And then he also said y'all put too much trust in man. And was actually, ladies, trying to make y'all's men look like him and be like him. And that's where all the drama's coming from. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with him. I cannot.
So had he approached the situation in a different way, came and said, look, this is what I did, I messed up, then people would be more forgiving and willing to take it back. But instead of him coming to the table with his own truths and acknowledging what he did, he's trying to bring down everybody else with him So that hit, yeah, that's some bullshit.
It's the most narcissistic behavior you would ever see in a person when he puts the blame everywhere else and accepts no accountability for what he's done. He gives you excuses. He tells you why it might have happened. He tells you what you should do to accept the fact that it happened.
Narcissistic when he came to the table fully groomed, and Mrs. Derrick Jackson came to the table fresh out of bed.
Fresh out. And I was upset about that too because
she ain't had time to put her contacts in. She ain't put no gloss.
But she's done a second video that she had time to do a whole day later, and she still looks the same. She has a hat on, her hair is not combed, she look a mess. And I don't mean a mess, but yeah.
She's just not put together.
Yeah.
And as y'all saw, if y'all watched in the beginning of this live, T came to the she came with her rollers all the way in her hair. And what did she do? It took her 3 minutes to get them rollers out, get a nice little curl situation going on. Still, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, if it's done correctly, it could be done correctly.
My thing is the second day she prepped. Now she had time. First day it may have been impromptu, but the second time that she decided to come on herself, she could have did a little better. She could have did a little better. So we say all this to say, I'm not the opinions that I give are not necessarily the opinion of Q or Team Radio Show or Live for T and Q. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that true repentance, true accountability, true wanting to change your ways comes with humility. Period. And if anybody genuinely is trying to change what they're trying to do and is really sorry for what they're doing, humility follows that. Nothing continuous about trying to explain and tell y'all what to do. It's quiet. It's humble. It's meek.
Dear, it's HUMBLE. Say it again.
What, humble?
Say it.
Humble.
Okay, that ain't what you said. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said humility.
You said humble.
You can say humble, but I don't think I said that.
I don't want you to. You did. We could play it back. Play it
back. Did I say humble or humble? Regardless.
Type yes. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
It was one of those babos, okay?
Yeah.
But and that's the part that people seem to ignore about this. I'm not talking about what he did. Plenty of people have done what he's done.
Do you think he's embarrassed or like?
No.
For you knowing people, why do you think instead of him taking accountability for what he did, he came to the table how he did?
Because he's not truly sorry. He's only sorry he got caught. If he was sorry, okay, at the end of the video that I'm talking about, he also puts his book out there, How to Heal Without Hurting Each Other. Again, and this is him, after all that, he's still
trying
pushing
to get your money.
His book.
That's funny.
So what are we talking about here? He could have done just as well. If he was truly sorry, right? He could have done this and spun this a whole different way. He could have come out when he got the book, right? When he put the book out and said, this book derives from all the things that me and my wife have gone through to get to this point that we are. Some of the mistakes that I've done, some of the things that I've done. Even while telling you guys one thing, I've done a lot of other things. I knew what was right, but didn't always do what was right. We all do that. A lot of times we know what's right. We don't just do what's right. You know what I'm saying? So if he had done it that way, somebody called him, he had done it that way,
it would have been a little different. But you know what? We'll get back into this later. What we're about to do now is we're about to talk to our special guest of the day, Jean Noble. And we're going to talk about matching tattoos.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about relationships surrounding getting them, ending them, not all that good stuff.
Who does that?
So what we're about to do now is bring...
I never thought to do that.
You never thought to do what?
Get a matching tattoo. Did you push it?
No.
I never thought to do it. We're coming.
We on the way.
I never, ever, ever thought that was a good idea. And obviously he didn't either, so I can't wait to talk about it. Q.
Hold on. You know I got to do 5, 6, 7 things.
Don't do that.
Done.
You got to cut the volume down.
Hold up. What is it on?
You can use either one of those. There you go.
There we go. You know, when your producer decides to go do other stuff. Are you tuned in?
He just, did you, there you
go. There we go. Gene, what's going on, buddy?
What up? What's going on? How y'all doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, I'm doing great.
Okay. You go ahead and start it.
Gene, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all having me.
Absolutely. So, Gene, for the people out there who may not know who Gene Noble is, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
I'm a singer, songwriter, musician. I'm from New York.
You hear it all up in your voice.
Right, all up in here.
Yeah, I grew up in New York. I've been living in LA for a while, and yeah, I've done music with a bunch of everybody, probably a bunch of your favorite artists, writing or touring with them, and I'm excited and happy to be finally putting my music out on my own.
So how long did you do work for other people before you started to put out music on your own?
About a decade. I've been touring with people, different artists. So I put a lot of time in. I've had other record deals and other situations that didn't work out, but now everything is going well. Matching Tattoos, top 20 Billboard, album coming out in May. So I'm super excited.
Timing is everything though sometimes. You know, maybe it wasn't ready then, you needed a couple more hits for somebody else to get your top three. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, we talk about it all the time. We think about like if I had come, if my music had come out like 10 years ago, like, you know, a lot of those people ain't even around anymore. So, you know, I've actually had an amazing career writing and singing for other people, touring the world. You know what I mean? I got to do it all. And now I get to do it again.
Yeah, so, on your terms.
Yeah, exactly.
So, starting this journey where you're doing it now on your own terms, you're the person that's in the front now.
Yeah.
Like, how does that feel? How special is that to you?
It feels amazing. You know, like I was telling somebody the other day, I'm doing the Birchman, and you know, it's like a small venue, but to me that's more important than the arenas and the stadiums with other artists. You know, like I'd rather be singing my songs and doing my thing, of course.
So let's get on Matching Tattoos, because of course before we started the show,
shit right
now,
there. You hear me?
Thank you.
Every day when I'm at work, it's playing on. We got like satellite radio, so the streams are definitely coming in. But
hey, I
appreciate sat there on Apple Music and I looked at the words as I was listening.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, you know how you make up your own words?
You made up your own.
I did. But the song just meant something completely different when I actually looked at the words. So you being a songwriter, where did that come from? Where did Matching Tattoos come from?
You know, I was asked to get a matching tattoo at some point, and I was kind of just scrolling through Instagram, and literally I said, yo, you know, because she's married now and all that other stuff. I thought to myself, yo, I'm so glad we didn't get those matching tattoos. And I literally was like, that's a song, you know?
Yeah.
And then I wrote the song, and the crazy part is I didn't know that so many people had a tattoo story, either that they had gotten a tattoo that they regret, or gotten a tattoo they had to cover up, or that they had matching tattoos, and you know what I mean, and they're not with the person anymore. Like ever since the song came out, like every time I talk to somebody, they have a story of either getting a matching tattoo, having somebody's name on them they don't want on them no more, or something like that. You know?
And look, I've dated somebody that's got a tattoo with somebody's name on it, and I knew it wasn't gonna work because I was gonna be able to keep on looking at that same tattoo like, you know, no, this. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and break this off right now. Thank you.
Yeah, it got to be mama. It got to be your kid or your mom or your grandma. Like, that's it.
Somebody like that bond can't be, like, you can't just walk away from your kids, from your grandma.
You see what I'm saying?
And I ain't did the research, but I just feel like at least 88% of the people who end up getting matching tattoos, they ain't going to be together next year.
Right.
Gotta be.
Like,
gotta
I feel
be.
that's a sure sign that y'all about to break up.
That even sounds like some infatuation stuff. You know, it doesn't sound like you thought that all the way through. And in the song, you kind of put that out there like, you know, did we really think this through? And I'm so glad that didn't happen.
Glad. I'm so glad. So glad.
So out of all the songs that you've had the chance to be a part of writing, like, do they come from personal experience? Do they come from stories that you may have heard from friends? Like, how does your whole writing process work?
It's different. It's different times. Like sometimes it's directly from my life. Sometimes it's just if I'm writing for another artist, sometimes I want to ask like what I would want them to say or what I want to hear them say next. And then other times it's just anything. It could inspire me, like just a conversation that I have, or just hearing the beat and it kind of speaking to me and telling me what direction I should go with it. So it happens all different kind of ways. Other times I sit at the piano and just, you know, mess with something and then making vowels until it's words, and then, you know, go from there. So
you said piano. What other instruments? Is there any other instrument that you play, or is piano your baby?
I play guitar terribly, but I'm working on it. I'm working on guitar, getting better. But I also, if you ever come to my shows, I also use a looper, which kind of is just a vocal mic, and it just loops my voice around. So I just add a whole bunch of stuff to it. Nice. So I do my looper in my show, and then I do piano in my show. So yeah.
So I mean, when are you coming to Atlanta though? Like when can we?
Very soon, very soon. I'm glad you asked that. No, very soon. We're planning to do a release in Atlanta, so I will definitely make sure y'all know when that is. Yeah. Probably May though. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, May's a good month. So, yeah.
Oh, word? When's your birthday?
Yeah, we should come in May 22nd.
May 9th.
You a Taurus.
I'm a Taurus.
You almost was one of the best signs in the world, Gemini, but you
well, Taurus and Gemini, we got a kinship.
Okay,
we got our thing.
Well, hey guys, I'm a Pisces. I know that.
We don't care.
Oh yeah, you could go. You out the screen. You out the screen.
So, tell us about the new project. So, what can we expect from this?
You can expect me to be free. Like I've definitely been. I found my voice. I found my way to articulate what I want to do musically to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I found my way to write the songs that I want to write and to get the messages out there that I want to get out there, but also sing, but not like, I just been finding my balance. So I think the best part about this project is I finally feel confident about my sound. I feel it like to be uniquely my own, but still fit in with everything that's happening. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. It's vulnerable, it's heartfelt, you know, it's honest, it's you know, it's good singing, it's good music, it's stuff to live your life to. It's not really club music, but you know what I mean? It's barbecue music, it's clean up the crib music. You know what I'm saying?
Music. It's actually life music.
Life music, yeah, it's stuff to live your life to.
Yeah, you know, write that down, that's for you.
You know what I'm saying? It's life music. It's life music. I appreciate it.
So, what are your top 3 songs that are on the project?
Top 3 songs. My next record that I'm putting out is called Beautiful and Broken. And I'm very, very excited about that. I'm shooting a video for that Friday, which is why I got the scruff, so they could, you know, play me up on Friday. But yeah, I'm doing I have Beautiful and Broken, Whatever It Is, and What You Know About Love. Those will be my top 3 on that album. So.
Beautiful and Broken, like that. That's a catcher. That's a theme.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So many people can identify with that, being beautiful, but yet being broken. Give me a little something about that song. Where, not necessarily where did it come from, but the meaning behind it.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wrote it, you know, in the middle of COVID and all that stuff. And I was just thinking about all the stuff we're all going through, like, you know, all that civil unrest we went through in the summertime. And then, you know, all the other stuff, the uncertainty of COVID and losing people close to us way too young and all that kind of stuff. And it kind of just started me thinking about, like, you know, our brokenness and us trying to like do the mental health thing and heal ourselves, heal each other, you know. Like, so the song is basically about recognizing your own brokenness, like realizing that you have your healing to do, and trying to find your match that y'all can heal each other together. You know, that's the vibe of the song.
So when you speak about COVID and the whole pandemic that we've unfortunately had the chance to be a part of, aside from writing the music, I mean, we had no choice.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't apply for that. I didn't apply for that one.
But like, what have you learned about as a man, as an artist, as a person of the world? What have you learned about yourself over this? It's been a year now, so over this last year.
Yeah, I think it really just highlighted what's important. It put a lot of things in focus for me. I definitely spent a lot more time on myself, on my solo artistry, as opposed to like all the 10 billion projects I work on, because like I do backgrounds for like TV stuff. I do backgrounds for The Masked Singer. I do, I still tour with Sting. I still work with Usher. So I do a whole bunch of other stuff. But this year it gave me the opportunity to be in the crib and just literally work on me. And I did a lot more bonding with my family and the people close to me. And I did a lot more getting healthy. I just been in the gym, like just a lot more putting things in focus. I learned new recipes, how to cook stuff, like, just, you know, you know what I mean? Just really like focusing on what's important, and kind of like it helped me to declutter, you know what I mean? Like, because honestly, this year has been the first time I've been in one place for more than a couple of weeks in probably a decade. So it gave me time to see my mom and see my brother and hang out with my family and all that stuff. I mean, it really wasn't a good time to like date, but it was a good time to see my family and hang out. But yeah, no. So it's been great for me just to refocus and reprioritize.
So you said date.
All right,
what
let's
did you
go.
learn about dating and love? Because I'm gonna tell you, in this time, seems to be a lot of the war of the sexes. People trying to figure out how to get it together. Men say women don't do this. Women say men don't do this.
Yeah.
What you saying about love? What have you learned about that? And what do you feel attributes to all of us? Not all of a sudden, but more recognition of the war of the masses trying to figure out relationships.
Yeah, I think the first thing I have learned is to throw out other people's like whatever works for other people and whatever their perspective is and whatever their thoughts are, because everything is individual. Every relationship you have is individual. How you deal with someone should be on a one-on-one basis. And so, I mean, I think when I grew up, I would hear like these big ass rules or things that, every time you're in a situation, this can't happen, or these are dead set cutoffs, and this, can't happen. And I think when you actually grow up, you realize that relationships are individual. They're one of one. You can't blanketly deal with anybody the same way you deal with anybody else. So I think that's the thing that I learned the most about myself, is that there really aren't rules. There's just like, the best thing you could do is just be honest and commit and communicate and try to like, treat one of one and never try to like put, you know what I'm saying? Like, all women are this, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's you can't do that, because
would that say you have no deal breakers? So would you say you have no deal breakers, or you do?
I have a couple deal breakers. I have a couple deal breakers. Cigarettes is a deal breaker, because I don't want to kiss that mouth. So cigarettes is kind of a deal breaker for me. Lack of communication, that's a deal breaker for me. Like, I don't want to have to guess what's wrong. Tell me, if I ask you 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, I ain't asking shit no more. Like, I'm gonna just keep on moving forward, because I just don't have time. But it's not that I don't care what's wrong. It's that I can't read your mind. And if you're not telling me, then I don't know. So
real quick, with that being said, while we're on that subject, you want somebody that can communicate. But oftentimes we ask for something that we can't offer in return. Do you feel in a relationship you're the communicator?
Absolutely. I wasn't always, but I would say now I am. Definitely. Like, I'm very, and honestly, really, music has helped me with that. Like, having to like sit at the front of meetings, with the label, with the management, with the this, with the that, with the band and everything like that, having to like be able to articulate my visions and the things that I want to have happen in a way that's not like too harsh, but also is clear and concise and focused. And from the heart, that's heartfelt. Like, that's what's helped me to really do better in relationships too, even with my mom, with my family and everything too.
You know what? I'm sitting here thinking as you're talking, and I'm like, what will be the most effed up breakup ever? Mm-hmm. If I'm like one of the biggest songwriters in the world, like you are, so congratulations on that. And you come to me and say, "Hey, baby, I wrote you this song real quick," and then it's a breakup song. Like,
and then the song
broke up with me.
Has anybody ever inspired a breakup song? Like, do you have a breakup song?
Well, technically, Matching Tattoos is a breakup song.
Okay, yeah.
And I definitely, you know, I didn't get a whole long. We didn't have a long conversation, but I definitely got a quick DM, like, you know.
Are you talking about me?
You know, I got a quick little piece of love on it, you know. So I saw, no, honestly, you know, I'm notorious with that. But the thing about it is, again, it's one of one. So the only person who knows that I'm talking is the, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
no initials, nothing, but
nothing.
Yeah. Wow.
So the new project, what's the name of it?
The new project is called Patience, because please believe I've had to have so much of it in order to get this to happen. So,
how many songs?
And also my fans, honestly, like I've had supporters for a really long time that have been following me for a long time, and I've been promising music for a long time, and they've been waiting for a long time. So that's really also part of it, is just the patience of everybody waiting for this to happen. And I'm so glad that it's happened in the way. And you know, my first single to be top 20 in the middle of COVID, you know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy. So, you know, I'm super hyped. I'm excited. It's called Patience. It comes out in May. It's pretty incredible. Honestly, I feel like it's my best work to date. So I'm super hyped about it.
You put all of you in it, so it's gonna be your best. I know you've done stuff for other people, but when you're able to put you into you and put it out there, no, you don't have to worry about anybody telling you this doesn't work and this doesn't work. It's actually you. You really can do what you want to and be proud and love that project.
And I was able to really be like fearless this time. Like, you know, I have a 4-octave range, you know, and I used to be kind of nervous to use it all the time because people would try to tell me like it sounded too much like gospel or like you know, just whatever their thoughts were about it. But I found a way to use my whole voice in my songs now, and in every song. Like, I don't care. Like, I just use my voice because that's how I perform live. So if you come to see me live, that's how I'm going to sing. So you might as well get a record that resembles the way I'm actually going to sing live.
I need you to bust me one. Wait, I need you to sing. Stop. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let me
roll it back in. Hold on, this is a family show.
Go ahead. Say what you were saying.
What I meant was, I would like to hear you sing something in those octaves, or give me a little something, because I can hear that you can just sing off without all this, you know, needing this background, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
You just had a little tea. He's preparing. He knew what you was about to ask.
Yeah. Right.
So I guess I'll just sing Matching Tattoos.
Okay.
Aren't you glad that we didn't go through with getting them matching tattoos? Whatever we had is slowly fading from view, 'cause we don't got matching tattoos.
You better put some razors in work.
You know what?
Yes, that's it.
I am, man.
What you want?
I was looking at him as he was doing it. I'm like, I got that same face when I sing.
No,
but the voice don't come out the same.
It don't sound cute. It don't sound cute.
It don't. See, that was effortless.
Right, it was effortless, and you could just tell he was just like, he meant that shit. Like, it came from here, and then he brought it back right here and dropped it. Yeah, he meant that. You meant that.
So are you singing? Can we expect some singing at this Atlanta release party, or?
Oh, absolutely. I'm bringing the band. I'm bringing my singers. We doing it the whole way. Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I think at this point, I'm going hard all summer long. You know, so I'll be performing everywhere: New York, LA, Atlanta, Chicago, DC, of course, the Birchmere, April 1st. I got a Dover, Maryland show, I think, coming up. Or is it Dover, Delaware? One of the two. Forgive me if I'm wrong. New York, of course. Apollo. We're doing Apollo Music Cafe. I don't know if I can even say that yet, but I'm excited to be doing Apollo. I will always want to do Apollo. Y'all heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Where's my manager? He's probably on here. No. But yeah, Apollo Music Cafe in New York, and yeah, I'm trying to do as many shows as possible this summer. I got another really cool announcement I can't make yet, but a festival that I've wanted to do a long time. They're doing it virtually this year, and I get to be a part of it. And then there's another like kind of YouTube kind of a show that is pretty big that I'm doing an episode of this in the next couple months too. So.
Have you already been a part of this show before?
As I was a part of it with Sting and Shaggy.
Yeah, before. Okay. You ain't got to say it, but I already know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it again by myself this time with my band. Awesome. So it's going to be dope. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we definitely got to tune into that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
So look, Gene, tell the people where they can follow you, support you, stream this music, get this album.
Yo, absolutely. First of all, you can look for the music. It's on all platforms. Gene Noble, GENENOBLE. You can follow me on all social media at I am Gene Noble, GENENOBLE on everything. And GeneNoble.com, you know, Facebook, all that stuff. You know, that's where all the info will be. Ticketmaster.com for tickets to the Birchmere. And more shows gonna come soon. That's all I got. May the release. May's going to be the project release.
And when you come here in May, we're going to be there because you're going to sing for my birthday and your birthday too.
Absolutely. May 21st, May 9th.
22nd, but that's okay. I forgive you.
I was close.
You cute as shit, so it's cool. I'm going to let you slide.
Hey, now we really family because that's very much like me. I always forget, but I forget a day early, so I'm never late.
So I'm going to take that, okay? Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me.
We appreciate you too, man, and much success. And
thank you. Appreciate the support. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for the support. I definitely will hit y'all up when I come to Atlanta.
Absolutely.
All right. Appreciate y'all. Thanks, everybody. All right.
That was awesome sauce. That's for real. Like, I love that song. I love that song.
And knowing the words.
Yeah.
It makes the world a difference. So shout out to people who write those lyrics and have them available for us to know what's up.
Shout out to people who write lyrics, period. In a time where people don't write lyrics anymore. They do a lot of jumping, humping, bumping, stumping, and all this other stuff. And there's no meaning behind what they talking about. So lyrics are important. Real music is important. And
when you listen to it though.
Yeah.
Like it's songs and you know, not shout out, but shout out to Apple Music for this. Like I stream music a lot. Mm-hmm. So, you know, a lot of times it's just there and I'm just looking at it. But I was looking on Apple Music before and I saw this little button, it was like quotations or something like that. I clicked on it and saw that the words to the song were playing as the song was playing and it changed with the the verse or whatever. And I've been using it probably for the last 6 months. And it's songs that I've listened to for decades at this point.
That she didn't know what the words.
That I'm just and now I know.
Sit back and look at the words like
and it takes on a completely different meaning.
Yep. Music is the soundtrack to your life in real life. That's why you get these songs, because somebody is talking about what they've been through, how they were able to get through it, for a good fun time and tell you about it and celebrate with them. It is the soundtrack to your life. That's why it's so important to us. That's why it's so connective to us, and that's why it connects people. So music, again, the soundtrack to your life. There's songs you can go through your life and pinpoint where you were when that song came out.
But what's crazy as well? There are songs that you can listen to when they first come out. And then as you progress in life, those songs, once again, start to take on different meanings depending on where you are in life. There are songs that I've listened to, boom, when I was 15 years old. It's just a song with nice lyrics. Okay, I'm good. Then I'm 21, and I've experienced relationships a little bit. Then I'm 30, then I've experienced this, and the songs take on a different meaning depending on the stage you are in life.
I don't know, Freaking You still sound the same to me like it did in the 90s.
No, I don't. Because you probably don't have that same energy that you had 20 years ago.
Yes, I do.
You probably can't drop it like you used to back in.
I think about freaking you. I think, it's the same meaning.
No, it doesn't, because now if you freaking, you gotta be quiet because you got kids. Back in the 90s, you was freaking and you was good. In your apartment.
I think I freaked loud. Do y'all?
I freak with TV on. I don't want to hear no noise. I want to talk.
All the way. I always freak with the TV on because I just think with the TV off, it gives you away. I just think because my TV is always on. So if my TV's off, it's gonna give it away. Like kids gonna be like, you know. So if I do freak, the TV gonna be on. It's gotta be on.
I do it because I just don't want to talk. And then if I get bored, then I got something to watch.
So I'm glad you say that. Can we have okay? What time is it? If it's after a certain time, okay, it's almost grown folks' time. So let me ask y'all a question about that. All right, we're grown here, right? If you're not grown, I'm gonna get you.
Time for you to log off.
Right, you got 10 seconds while I get this explained. This is about to be a grown folks question that I need to ask you guys, and I'm definitely gonna ask Q.
1.
All right. Okay. So you said that you watching TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch TV because you're not into the person? Because sometimes you look up or they look up. You watch the TV. Do you watch TV because maybe you're not into the person? Like, why would you be? Why would you be watching TV?
Sometimes the situation ends up becoming a little. Like for me, I'm a very passionate person when it comes. I want this. I want to do that. And then if there are certain things that I feel like I'm not getting in that situation, then I'm kind of like, all right, well, let's go ahead and get through this so that we can be done. I can go ahead and give you this hot rag. I give myself a hot rag, and we can part ways, and I can go eat.
So have you ever been with somebody that you cared about and watched TV? Like somebody you're in a relationship with?
We watched it together.
No. Like y'all didn't. Oh. Okay.
Like we've had full conversation, like during the act. But it just depends on.
But you were engaging. Like I can do that.
It has to be some sort of connection. If it's like a connection, I let you, do what you do, and I'm gonna sit there and watch Good Times or Sanford and Son or something like that. But it's as we spoke about earlier, everything is a case by case basis. So some people we can, but some I rather watch TV.
Oh my God! Some people, I've heard say they'll get distracted so that they can last. No, they'll watch TV or do something else.
Nah, it's all mental for me. If I want to be done, I'm done.
Well, I'm telling you.
If I want to stay a little longer, then.
And that's women too, because fellas really be thinking they be breaking us off, and we just be like, okay, we're gonna let y'all have this moment.
You almost was trying to get broke off about 20 minutes ago, wasn't you?
Sure.
I'm like, Lord, did she just say I need you to bust?
But I didn't mean that. I was trying to bust a note, bust a line, I realized that maybe you're not breaking that. You're not being really correct in the way you're presenting what you're trying to say. So yeah, so I just wonder because I've had some folks that have talked about it, and I was totally offended because somebody did me like that.
They was wanting to see that.
Oh, they looked. I was like, ain't nothing on this mother. And I was done. Like I was just totally over it. But we were like a couple, so he was just like, the game was on. I'm like, I don't really care, but the game was on. So for me, it's like it's become so. It came so routine. It becomes so routine that now we're watching the game. Like
the things we do in relationships, the things we do in situations. And it's funny.
It is funny, but I just wanted to know because for me, I felt they were like, it wasn't that. I just felt you weren't into it.
Out of life.
And I know better.
And our sexual experiences and journeys, who do you feel would have like the raunchiest book between you and I?
You.
Agreed.
You. I mean, I'm just stuck with you. Would definitely have the raunchiest book.
I think so.
Oh, I know so.
Because I've had experiences for years, and I've had experiences on both sides of the fence.
It would be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would definitely be you. There were no doubts about it. I mean, because I'm such a sweet and innocent girl that
Remember you said Derek Jackson needs to take responsibility, and he's not. He don't need to be alive.
I'm Derek Jackson.
About Derek Jackson. You jacking it right now.
I'm Derek Jackson.
Because that is some bull stuff.
No, I just, yeah, you're right. Such great conversation.
But anywho, guys, I guess.
Are we done?
Let me tell y'all.
Real talk. I never know when the show is gonna end. Like for real.
We say 10, but that 10 is always.
It's negotiable, right? Depending on what we got going on, because literally. We should have some entertainment. We ain't talking about. We could go more into some details about Derek Jackson, but we're sure you're tired.
But then we need. But she went into it a lot, and so you guys need to go watch her live,
right?
From yesterday, and see what you think about that. And yeah, we got to say some of this greatness. Are you tomorrow? Are you?
I don't know. See, that's how we do. I don't know. I know for the next week I do, but I don't know about tomorrow. If I have some breaking things, because what I really want to address, because so many opinions have come out of that, I want to talk about the fact, and maybe we can talk a little about it here, is that if you fail, if you're a messenger, because many pastors, if you're a messenger, if you're a deliverer, if you are an influencer or a celebrity that has brought a message of some sort, or something about your life, or something that somebody knew about your life, changed some people. And then we found out that you weren't who we thought you were. Does that make the information you got from that person
less valuable? Nope. I think because and this came from a conversation we had earlier. Somebody had mentioned, what Derek Jackson, had done, and they were saying that he's made all of this money over the years off of telling men and women or whatever how to handle themselves in relationships, things to look for in relationships, and then he goes out and does something to, cheat on his wife and, lose her trust and all of that other stuff. And they were saying something along the lines of Derek needs to refund everybody their money back for anything that they've purchased from him over the years. And I said that I don't feel like that's something that needs to happen, because where you were in your life, maybe not everything that Derek Jackson has said to you has resonated with you and helped to change your life, but there probably was something that led you to feel the need to purchase something that he put out there. So no, I don't feel like this man needs to be refunded money and stuff like that, because it helped you where you were in life.
Exactly.
There are friends out here that you don't have anymore, but there was a place that you were in life where they've said something to you, or they've poured something into you in some kind of way that, that even though you guys may not talk anymore, that you wouldn't change or you wouldn't take back for anything in your life. So,
yeah, I agree with you. Like, there were some people that would actually help women, and we'll say because men just felt like that he was, and I say too, bringing unrealistic goals for women to look at. That the goals that women were to look to for men to be, that these goals that Derek would put out there were unrealistic. But also there were some great points that he has made as well about what to look out for when, in relationships, when dealing with certain men. Now, for me, I would always say it would offend certain men because they were that man, and because if you weren't that person, then you wouldn't have been offended. Now, there's a whole other group of people who say he did, he belittled men, he talked about men, he put men down. I think there was some of that too. I definitely know there were some videos I was like, you kind of over the top with that. There was some of that, but there was some things that he was legitimately saying that made sense, that helped a lot of people be able to move on to the next level, or get rid of, or make sure that they wasn't wasting time in the relationship. The unfortunate part about all of this is that those people they feel like they can't trust anybody now. They can't trust anything that comes out of anybody's mouth. I was talking to Keyshawn today, and he was saying that Keyshawn Scott, he is a great relationship coach, he was talking that he's been getting a lot of DMs lately in the last days, hundreds of them saying they hope that he's not cheating on his wife, that they hope that, you know, they don't know if they can trust him anymore. They don't know if his word is valid. Like Derek Jackson has put this blanket over all, and that's unfortunate. But that's not even the fault of even Derek. The fault, that's because you are so easily misled. Because when you have your own value system, even if you need advice from someone, when you're solid and you're not so sheepish, there's a group of sheep. People are easily misled or led to do whatever based on somebody else saying something. That's a very sheep mentality. So for somebody to disappoint me, right, and then I believe that, okay, that's just like for a barber to mess up my haircut, or the stylist to mess up my weave. Now I believe every stylist I go to can't do a weave. Mm-hmm. This girl told me she do amazing weaves, honey. I've seen her work and everything, but when I sat in her chair, oh, she messed my damn weave up. So now I believe nobody do weaves. It's really the same thing. It's literally the same thing. You can't take what one person done. You can't take the damage that one person done and pass that over to the good work that all the other people do. So unfortunately, I hate that happened, but y'all gotta come better, get a better grip on reality. Like, quit holding people to such a high standard. Live by your own ways of living. Have some common sense. Do some studying of your own. Reach inside your own self. Call to God something, but come on now, you can't just be like, that's a fucked up nigga. Everything he do, like, I don't.
And if you guys want to know more, make sure you guys get T. Marie's book. No More Boyfriends available on. I mean, if Derek Jackson could do it, why can't you?
Right.
He went and cheated on his whole wife and then
still sold the book. Right. So you guys can find No More Boyfriends on Amazon, and you need a copy. We're doing a rewrite of it, and it'll be available in May as well. Everything will be available.
The book, the wine, the candles, the
hair be available in April.
And bed sheets.
Right.
And,
right.
What else you got? Like, you have a real, like, lover's package going on.
I think I'll do panties. I think I'll do lingerie. Would y'all wear some T. Marie lingerie?
What they gonna be called?
T-Lee.
Tasty panties?
Yes, Tasty panties. The line is called Tasty Moscato that you guys will be able to purchase in May. So, man, I don't know. But mine would be more like sexy sleepwear. And maybe that's what I should do. Because
sexy flannel?
Yeah, no. There's nothing,
sexy body.
There's nothing about flannel that could be sexy, like absolutely.
Except for when it comes off.
Not man, and thrown away. Like, that's definitely for a cold day of lounging, drinking some hot toddies or something. But that's what I could do, sexy sleepwear. Because I like a good boy short, a real nice little funky ass boy short, and a white beard that cuts and gets your little size exposed. Like, those are sexy, but still covered up. But it's still sexy. Something off the shoulder, something with the back.
Sponsored by Hanes.
So I prevent yeast infections as well. So, I'm doing good for the people.
I am gynecologist.
Yes, I am. And all my friends are gynecologists. All in there. But thank you guys so much, because we'll keep on, and we tired now.
Yeah, we love y'all. We appreciate you guys. We're going to be getting together this Saturday. So to our friends out there that are watching, Saturday at T. Marie's house, we're going to have the conversation. We're going to play the card game.
Yep.
We mentioned it last week, or maybe the week before. We went to an event and we met the founders or creators of the Conversation Party Game.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get together with a few friends and we're going to have fun and talk. What is it? This is not a game. The conversation, and then the conversation after dark. So bring your wine, bring your conversation. If you don't want to talk, stay your ass at home.
Right. And it's while Q line, all y'all ain't even invited like that. Like,
not everybody.
It's just,
but they know who they are.
Special group of people.
Yeah, all three of y'all know who they are.
But we can tune in and play with you guys, because I can't bring all y'all to my house.
That might be.
I don't know where everybody live, but we could do a live and tune in and do it that way. That would be fun.
Yeah,
so
I think that would be.
Maybe we'll do that. And you know what else we could do while we're doing that? If you guys tune in and you wanna us to ask you a question and answer it.
Then we could bring you
and
bring you on the live.
I
like that.
Yeah, so that's what we can do. We'll do that. So just we'll
the
put
conversation party game live.
Yep. So
everybody's invited to the live.
Everybody. So go ahead and tell your people to tell their people whose other people is over there with other people. Come on Saturday.
Nah, let's do it.
All right. So
we love y'all.
Well, you got the inspiration today?
To be in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness.
It really is, though.
The end. We love you. Thank you guys. Bye bye, guys.